Okay, so bone is actually living tissue. It is a type of connective tissue, just like cartilage and other connective tissues like fat. Bone, unlike cartilage, does have vascularization. So it has blood vessels in it, and it also has nervous supply. So it is a little bit different than our cartilages that do not have that. When we talk about bones, we can talk about the organic components. So we can talk about cells. They are organic. They're composed of organic molecules. And we have the different types of cells. We have the osteoblasts. We have osteocytes. And we have osteoclasts. So the clasts and the blasts are respectively breaking down the matrix and building the matrix. So blast means to build, B. So remember blast, although blast seems like you're blowing things up, but it's actually building matrix. The clasts break it down. So these cells actually eat the matrix and break it down and could, like, for example, release calcium into your blood. And then the osteocytes are what sit in that, the mature cells that sit within the matrix, okay? So we also have the collagen fibers. So collagen fibers. Erase that for some reason. That's not responding properly. What kind of molecule is collagen? Remember that it is a protein. It is a structural protein that's super important in all connective tissue. So this is what gives the bone its strength in terms of like tensile strength. So things like to twist the bone or other kinds of things, this is going to actually help with bone strength. One of the really interesting things about bones is that you can decalcify them. So you could do this experiment at home if you wanted to, where you actually take a chicken bone and you put it in vinegar, and then you change out the vinegar every day. And after a week, you're going to have a decalcified chicken bone, and it is going to be rubbery, and you are going to be able to bend it. And that is the collagen strength. So like that bending, right? Bends. Now we also have inorganic components. So these are things that do not make up, are not organic molecules. They're not composed of carbon, for example. And so these would be, in this case, minerals. And the minerals are calcium phosphates, and a specific type of calcium phosphate called hydroxyapatite. So that is a type of mineral, or not an organic, but it's the type of calcium phosphate that is found, that's an S right there, that is found within the bone. And so that's the inorganic. And so this gives its rigidity. Okay. Now, sometimes people could be deficient in calcium. So there is a vitamin that is required for calcium absorption from your food, and it is vitamin D. So if we look at vitamin D deficiency, specifically, like in children when the bones are growing, but could be also in other adults, right? We have a type of vitamin D deficiency that leads to rickets. So rickets is where the bones are improperly mineralized. So improper mineralization of the bones. And one place where this is seen is in your leg bones, because the leg bones need to be rigid, otherwise they kind of bend. And so you get this bow-legged individual, and that is due to not having enough vitamin D. And remember that vitamin D can be synthesized in your body, but you have to have enough sunlight. And so this is why, for example, we add vitamin D to our milk, so that vitamin D and calcium are present at the same time, and that you can absorb that calcium and get it into your body so that you can have strong mineralized bones.